Hello students, today we are going to learn generations of computers. This is the continuation of chapter number 1. Evolution of present day computer is commonly classified into generations of computers. Each new generation resulted into different changes like say increase in speed, storage capacity, reliability and accuracy. So let us go through different types of computers or different generations of computer one by one. Let us start with first generation computer. Now, first generation computer, it was used between 1946 to 1959. So this is the picture of first generation computer. Now let us go through the features of first generation computer. Number one is the first generation computer were made using several vacuum tubes and were the fastest calculating devices of their time. Vacuum tube is a delicate glass device that can control and amplify electronic signal. ENIAC or electronic numerical integrator and calculator belong to the first generation computers. Now, this is the vacuum tube that is used in first generation computer. Not a single vacuum tubes, but thousands and thousands of vacuum tubes were used in the first generation computer, or we can also call it as a processor used in first generation computer. But there are some disadvantages of first generation computer. Let us go through it. Large size, comparatively small storage and slow speed. High power consumption. It needs a large installation area as the computer is huge enough. Thousands of vacuum tubes used in the computer emitted a lot of heat and the tubes burn out frequently. They were very costly and required constant maintenance. So these are some of the disadvantages of first generation computer which leads to the formation of second generation computer. So second generation computer, it was used between 1959 to 1964. So let us go through the second generation computer. So this is the image of second generation computer. Yes, these are called transistor. As in first generation computer, they use vacuum tube as a processor. So in second generation computer, they use transistor as a processor. The second generation computer used transistor which were smaller and more reliable than the vacuum tubes. The computers were smaller, faster and cheaper. It contained all the components of modern day computers. Programming language came into use and they generated less heat and maintenance was also easier. So these are the features of second generation computer. Now let us move to the third generation computer between 1964 to 1970. So this is the picture of third generation computer and these are the processor or what we call chips that is used in third generation computer. So the third generation computer were based on the integrated circuit technology, that is IC. They were smaller in size and generated less amount of heat. They had greater speed and increased storage capacity. They were more accurate than second generation computers. Difficult programs could be run together. So these are the features of third generation computers. Now let us move to fourth generation computer, that is the computers from 1971 to present days. So if you go to the figure, I don't need to say anything about the pictures. You all know it very well. So let us see the features of fourth generation computers. It uses large scale integration or what we call LSI technology. It has greater computing power. It has greater storage capacity. It is much more accurate. It can be linked together a network. So these are the features of fourth generation computer. Now let us move to the fifth generation computer. So these are some of the fifth generation computers. And this is artificial intelligence. So children, do you know what is artificial intelligence? It is a computer science that is related with the computers that can think like human being, that can behave like human being, and that can walk like human being. Means in all respect they can act like a human being. So let us see some of the features of fifth generation computers. It uses extremely large scale integration, very high speed and storage capacity, high speed logic and memory chips, ability to carry out sophisticated operations. So these are some of the features of fifth generation computers. So with this we end this session here. Thank you children.